Hello everyone, this is Sridhar Iyer and I'm really pleased to welcome you all to my channel. To give a brief introduction of myself, I am a computer engineer and currently working as an assistant professor for the last 6 years. I'm elated to inform you all that I'm very soon going to start with virtual tutorial sessions on some emerging topics and subjects from a variety of disciplines based upon my level of expertise and comfort. To start with, I would like to select a subject called Advanced System Security and Digital Forensics, which is a fairly new subject, or we can say a newly inducted course for the final year computer engineering students who belong to the Mumbai University. This is a completely practical oriented subject and mainly focuses on the various aspects of providing security to a system and how actually an attacker breaks into our systems and networks. In this introductory video, I would like to run you through the courses, contents and the outcomes of the same. The next successive video lectures will be based upon the various experiments to be conducted in a hands-on manner. So let's have a look at the various experiments which we will cover in the very first series of lectures, which is Advanced System Security and Digital Forensics. So let's have a look. We will in total have 14 experiments. We can keep on adding experiments to it based upon our expertise, based upon our comfort zone, based upon our time. So basically 14 experiments can be covered. The first experiment itself will focus upon finding out bugs or weaknesses, or you can say flaws in our system using open source tool, Flaw Finder or RATS. All these 14 experiments are going to be performed in open source tools. For example, we are going to use a well-known operating system known as Kali Linux, which is a very powerful operating system from an attacker's point of view. You may be knowing that hackers are of various types: white hat hackers, black hat hackers, grey hat hackers, and so on. Ethical hackers are such hackers who are white hat hackers, who break into our system with the main goal, with the main objective of securing the system. So Kali Linux is an OS which is having n number of tools which can be used to break into a system. Now it depends upon the mentality, depends upon the intention of the hacker, whether he has some good traits or bad traits. If he wants to become an ethical hacker or a black hat hacker for that matter. So basically the tool which we are going to use would be mainly focusing on Kali Linux and some open source tools which we can use on Windows. So this is not an exhaustive list of experiments. We can keep on adding experiments as per our comfort zone, but we will focus upon these 14 experiments for the time being and then move on to add more experiments if time permits. We can see that all these 14 experiments are focusing on various aspects of security, various applications of security. For example, experiment number 5 focuses on the SQL injection vulnerabilities in a website. Nowadays, transactional websites are bound to use databases. So if we don't provide security to a database, the website will crash. The hackers will get easy access to the data. And as you know, one of the most important goal of security will breach. That is confidentiality. So if the data is available to the hacker, you can come to a conclusion that how much important that data is to a particular customer, to a particular organization. And if that data comes to an attacker's hand, what not he or she can perform with that particular data. In today's world, data is of utmost importance. Data is power. Data is money. So you can just think of it, how much importance data holds for any organizations from any organization's point of view. So our role as a security analyst or a security assessor would be to provide security to an organization, to a web domain, to a web server by going through the various loopholes, going through the various vulnerabilities present in that system, and then come to a conclusion of patching up those vulnerabilities. For example, experiment number 6, it focuses on doing a thorough penetration testing using an open source tool, Metasploit, in Kali Linux. Again, experiment number 6 will focus upon all the various techniques by which we can break into a system, and then we will try to patch up those vulnerabilities using different tools and different techniques. Similarly, towards the end, from experiment number 11 onwards, we will be focusing on the various forensics aspects, digital forensics aspects. For example, if a crime happens, we must be in a position to cope up with the crime. We must be in a position to file a case against the criminal. And we all know that a case will hold its importance if and only if we have thorough evidence against that particular case. So digital forensics is a branch which deals with extracting, collecting, analyzing, and going through the various activities such as preservation of the evidence until we produce it into the court of law. That is, we have to maintain a chain of custody of the evidence until we reach the court of law to produce it as an evidence against the perpetrator or against the attacker. So experiment numbers 11 to 14 will focus upon the various forensic techniques, forensic tools which are used in the market, which are used by the various organizations to frame a case, to frame a particular evidence against the attacker. Okay. So these 14 experiments will be covered throughout this particular video lecture series. So stay tuned for the upcoming exciting contents. And to sum up, do like, share and subscribe to my channel if you like it. If you think this will help you learn some basic concepts about advanced system security and digital forensics, and it will also help me reach more and more people like you. Thank you.